As I complained to God in frustration, I witnessed myself, Natalie, and Stephanie in heavenly thrones, all three of us. Natalie was in an ancient stone gray one. I, myself, and Stephanie, golden, rainbow stained glass shining as bright as the sun. The reason I got upset is because, okay, we didn't work out. They hate me in the flesh. So I ended up complaining to God. This point first, that's the sound of the inside of a black hole. This was May 12th. That was a year ago. I explained in this video, I saw existence disappear. The moon, the stars, everything. Every color within shade, within time. That's April 21st. That was a month before NASA released the sound of the inside of a black hole when I seen existence disappear because I was complaining to God on top of rooftops and I was drinking 2 bottles. That's one bottle, that's another. Because there was so many gunshots in the streets of California all around me and somebody framed me. They're trying to kill me saying I was from Sinaloa and the Angels. So I'm thinking about these two the whole time because I had dreams of them in heavenly thrones in the middle of all this. And I don't know what to make of it now because when I see women, it's just not the same. If I complained about seeing these two and myself in heavenly thrones, they hate me in the flesh. So I don't even understand. I met Natalie 2 weeks after I prayed. From her soul to her ethnicity being black and Mexican, I prayed those details. It's so insane. She was singing to me my favorite songs. It's wild. She had said we'd be perfect together, and then she ended up hating me. Stephanie was heartbroken. I had prayed for 2 wives as she asked me why I would do that. It's insane. It broke my heart. Twice, as I love both of them. So how could I ever imagine we will work out? But yet I had so many dreams about them. I was burning out in my 2005 Mustang GT when I overdosed on Hypnotic and Hennessy. And lowriders parked on both sides. It was insane. One of my brothers through Christ hopped in my car and he tried to save my life, but he saw me as a bone skeleton, no flesh. I was like, what do you mean a bone skeleton, no flesh? That's exactly what he saw. He said, I let him out the car. He served 5 years in prison, and me, I've been blessed to simply live a simple life. It's crazy because I've changed lives as he came to God and he's seen things, and it's insane because I've had lots of people from all over places, from walks of life. It's insane. But anyway, somebody's following me also. I have some situations going on where I don't know, because in the HR department, there's a woman named Natalie. And then I also ended up seeing Gemini. That's actually what Natalie, it gets disturbing. So I'm haunted, but that's what Natalie told me she is. She's a Gemini. That pops up all the time. I have another picture of Gemini on a building, Gemini Corp, which that's right outside my job. And it's insane. But someone is actually following me, listening to what, it's crazy. They're listening to what I'm saying on my phone. But it says heart, damn, this is insane. I don't know what they want. But basically somebody puts Natalie's name in the street all the time. And it says heart 1, Nat HR. So, and it says the greatest commandment, which is to love. But people would talk about time travel and stuff, and then I'm getting followed by G-Wagons also. They pop up all the time. One time, it was so many surrounding me, it was insane. I thought I saw Natalie get out of a G-Wagon before too. That's the most insane part. And then also I got haunted, had Hermosa Gardens. I posted a picture in the last video. Right when I was going to move on with a girl from Sonora, because I thought I met her mother, and I tried to, Out of nowhere, I seen a woman that looked just like Natalie, and there was a storm. And then she was just looking at me wildly, and she asked me, why would I think that the store would give me a trash bag if they wouldn't even give her one? But it was just so random. And it spooked me out. So next thing I know, by the cemetery in the middle of the night, the same woman pops up in that cemetery shift twice. And she was staring at me, laughing, as she had whistled at me to come over to her. And some people were stalking me, whistling at me too. So I was like, well, what the fuck is going on? Because that I didn't think that a woman that looks just like Natalie by a cemetery. Next thing I know, one time I was outside before a hurricane came out of nowhere. I seen Natalie's car pull up while I was doing something. I mean, I wasn't supposed to be doing that. But basically, I was on my phone and she asked me what I was watching. And then basically I was like, I just put my phone down because that could be a daughter of God. Out of nowhere, she pulls off. That was the same car. That's crazy. And then basically that was in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere. Like that's, I don't know how that's even possible. But I couldn't even look at the window. So I don't know if it was her. But it's like, how would she find me by a Home Depot in the middle of the night in Glendora? But I'm going to make a movie out of all this because this is insane. And then Stephanie, it looks like Stephanie, but damn, Stephanie was so heartbroken. Because she said, why would I pray for two wives as we were born days apart? We had so much going on. She was heartbroken. I love Natalie too. And then this is just my reality. They hate me in the flesh. I don't know why Natalie hates me. But, and we all got haunted. So that's actually crazy. Natalie saw, yep. I made a video about that. That's insane. I denied the devil's temptations. Man. I'm wondering, am I missing anything? Because that's basically what I'm going to be making a whole thing about. Because that's everyday life. That's exactly how I exist. And then Revelation 17, that spirit came out of nowhere. That has to do with things just being organized, like strangely. Like when I run into all these synchronicities, it's really strange. It's basically, she spoke to me, I think, possibly, because we're all drunk because she killed the saints and she's responsible for killing Jesus. The great waters that we have seen, the seven seas, Jesus Christ, the seven seas, that's where the forgotten memories are being cast. Those are the forgotten souls that God will not, they won't inherit heaven. I never complained again to God after being haunted and seeing existence disappear for complaining to see them in heavenly thrones. I don't even know how or why, but if God wanted me with somebody else, he could have just gave me a dream about somebody else. And then I see things all the time and I hear about them like just by seeing their names pop up. It's insane. It's really insane. Because I thought I was just right when I was going to move on with the girl from Sonora, that happened. And then the hurricane tripped me out. I was sad. The police came there because there wasn't really nowhere I could go. I was left out there. But I told them I'd be all right, but they told me I was brave. Like, they're like, man, you're brave for being out here in the middle of a hurricane. And I was like, damn. Because I thought I was about to die. And then that was right when she had came out of nowhere. And I told Natalie it wasn't the end of the world. I told her, that's the first thing I told her when I got her number. And, something about her is just disturbing because the coronavirus happened right when Stephanie started crying. She said, why would you pray for two wives? And, wow. That was scary as fuck because I had told Natalie it wasn't the end of the world when I first met her. And then when I seen the girl that looked like her by the cemetery, that wasn't too far from me seeing a car that looked just like hers. And she had asked me what I was watching, and that was right before I was about to die. A hurricane was coming, and I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing that, but it's like, damn, I really could have died. There's a lot of times I could have died. And then I missed the fuck out of these women. Damn, like they hate me. They really hate me. That sucks. So I'm making a movie about it. I'm just gonna make a whole, man, because this ain't even mine. I just found this, but that looks just like Stephanie. It's sick. These graphics are legit. And then she used to ask me that question all the time. But it's like, do you think I'm stupid? No, I don't. There was nobody I even wanted to be with after I met Natalie. That's why I was like tripping. I prayed twice and then she came out of nowhere. I can't even. But that's what I'm making a book and a movie about.